fuel price hikes are not the only concern in these times, because in these times of rising food prices and stagnant daily wages, a mechanic assistant, Jephthah, has found a way of balancing his domestic budget. He eats one heavy meal, usually late lunch, so that he can save some money for rainy days. Now, his daily wage is 20 Ghana cedis. My colleague, Mami A.C. Thompson, reports that many people are cutting at least one meal to survive what they call hard times. There's more in this episode of Joy News Living Standard Series.
Life in Accra and then Southbourne. Accra is expensive than Southbourne.
First, near Toway, 16 cities, and away 23. Last year, only one baby by this year, you're only 55 cities.
If nothing is done, that we are going to experience some price increases.
Daniel Kwaman is 16 years old. When he completed junior high school, he was having a hard time staying in the coastal town of Salt Pond in the central region. He wants to be successful so that he supports his family financially. So, he relocated to Accra to learn to be a mechanic. According to him, there was no future for him at Salt Pond. But life in Accra is squeezing him 4 months after migration. Accommodation is currently not a problem because he lives with his big brother. Daniel's problem is the cost of food. He visits Popular Beans joint in Kokomlemle, Choptime Express, for lunch. To make ends meet, he misses breakfast and makes up for a big lunch. He spends at least 10 cedis on a bowl of beans, gari, fried plantain, and an egg.
Life in Accra and then Southbourne. Accra is expensive than Southbourne. Southbourne, if you get 10 cedis, you eat morning to the evening. But Accra, if you get 10 cedis, you eat in the morning.
He expected an easy life in Accra, but has been facing a rude economic shock for the past 4 months.
10 cedis used in the Southbourne, you can buy some food, kenke, rice, gari, and then other things. But so Accra, you use 10 cedis to buy wachi, it's finished. 10 cedis has lost. Then afternoon, you use 5 cedis. You say, oh, I'm buying this food, kenke, and then frying fish. You say 5 cedis Southbourne. Use 5 cedis to buy rice, gari, kenke, and then other things. You get change, maybe 2 cedis to buy drink.
He is still learning to adjust to an ever-expensive Accra. His 15 cedis daily wage is mainly spent on food and water. Savings for now is out of the question.
15 cedis. I used to buy, maybe if I can buy food, I spend 10 cedis for food, and then pure water, 2 cedis. And then maybe, let me say, drink and then bread is also 3 cedis.
His senior colleague, Jephthah, is experiencing similar struggles. Even though he has been in Accra much longer, it is still difficult to afford food these days. To save some money from his daily wage of 20 cedis, he eats just one heavy meal a day.
My daily chop money is not fixed, like as you said. So it depends on what you get per day. So let's say today if you've no work, so I don't think today I'll get more than 20 cedis. That's how I live. Yeah. I save, but that also depends. Unless maybe the day I get around, let's say 50 cedis or 30 cedis. Yeah, for that one I can save like 10 cedis or 5 cedis. But if it's less than 30 cedis, saving will be very difficult for me.
Kenke price has shifted from 2 cedis to 3 cedis at Kenke Arena. This is because customers have been complaining about the shrinking size of the 2 cedis kenkey. So to tame wagging tongues about the size of the kenkey, a sizable one has been increased to 3 cedis, which is a 50% increase in just the beginning of the year. Food vendor Na says despite the high cost of groceries, she manages to serve customers quality and affordable food.
A bowl of kenkey is 3 cedis.
A bowl of kenkey is 3 cedis.
It was 2 cedis last year, but because of the hike in prices of most of these raw materials like maize, the husk, and almost everything used in making the kenkey is now expensive. So.
Kenkey lovers Cassiel and Parkwesi explain how they budget to keep on eating at their favorite kenkey joint.
So roughly everything here costs 20 cedis. Okay, so 1 bowl each for every person, and I got gizzard and fish. Relatively it has increased. You know, when fuel prices go up, everything goes up, so it has increased. Yeah, because looking at the way prices have gone up, that's also affected the price of kenkey. So let's say previously you were selling for 2 cedis, now selling for 3 cedis, so you have to accommodate all that cost.
We all know due to the fuel price increase, you know, we've got to spend a lot more on fuel. And then on food, I take coffee in the mornings at work, so it's only at lunchtime that I eat a heavy meal. And that shouldn't be more than 25 or 30 cedis. Oh yeah, it's good. Maybe she should serve you some and see how good it is.
Traders have had to adjust their prices to cushion their businesses.
25, 10 cedi, 50.
Now, well, any boy there, sir.
Hey, well, I said, yeah, well, I have coffee, and before you see, I said, yeah, well,
That's 20 rubber, and 70 Ghana. 70. If I go to 900. I said, I'm at it. You see, I did 50 Ghana. Yeah, I did 30. Kaya obey you, obey Jimmy. I can't obey your mother to the Jimmy. It's too expensive to come on. Almost 1,000.
This one I said the 40 cedis. This one, first I said the pencil, now the price I will take out. This one's 25, but now I come down. I was at the 15 cedis. Somebody come back for 12 cedis, I will take, but no bucket.
I'm way crown I'm way. Last year, I only one do baby. By this year, you're only 55 cedis.
Recent inflation figures released by the Ghana Statistical Service saw inflation pegged at 13.9% as of January. Inflation in the prices of food has also skyrocketed. The content manager at Isoko, Francis Ejay, breaks down the figures, explaining what can be done to realistically tackle the growing inflation.
Currently, the food inflation is at 13.7. If we are doing 13.7 at the beginning of the year, we are not expecting any more volumes, large volumes of commodity or crops coming in. We need to do basically 3 things. 1, we need to improve on our post-harvest management of the commodities that we have. 2, we also will have to improve on our farming methods and practices. We need to go the modern way where we can use irrigation, where we can use greenhouses and all that to cultivate all year round. And the 3rd thing is that we also will have to check how we transport and cut these commodities.
Indeed, Accra stay by plan. For Living Standard Series, Mami Esi Thompson.